This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004. This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004. This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.
And we're back. What's up, everybody? Super dope here with my cameraman and fellow caster, Traz.
Hey, hey.
And we have another exciting match for you. Our first map today is on Vision. We're back to a payload map. Didn't see any payload maps in our last game, but one for you just to start things off. Today we have the Humans facing off against Sovereign Nation. We saw Sovereign Nation lose earlier, just about an hour and a half ago, right?
Yeah, that was
Close game. Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
We'll be getting our overlays set up, and neither team has readied up yet, so we have a little bit of time before the match begins. What do you want to see out of this match today, Traz?
Well, I think it'll be a close game. It has potential to be. It would be really great to see some aggressive play, see some guys push out way past the payload and make it clear, and then come back to the payload, and then they can really move the point and save a lot of time going into this game.
Yeah, that'd definitely be nice to see. We've actually never seen the Humans before at all in the Echo Combat Flamingo League. This is their first match. So
Yeah.
they're a big question mark for us. We have yet to see how they play as a team. But on their team, they have Human 999, G93, Flux, and T. And on Sovereign, as we just seen in the previous game, we have Jock, Jonas, Dazzy, and Voodoo.
I mean, I always have pushed it.
Porch Billy has Sovereign Nation coming out on top here. That is also Polly's prediction for this one. Sovereign Nation just lost their game. It was a close match. But again, we haven't seen the Humans play yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen Polly's chart.
I think it's posted in the Echo Combat Center somewhere. It's pinned in one of the channels. We'll have to refer back to that at some point.
Yeah, that would be interesting to pull up. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I don't know what the predictions are. Just making a quick look at this, I would say that Sovereign Nation probably has the advantage. I don't know how much the Humans has played together as far as a team. So in that respect, Sovereign Nation definitely has potential advantage. But they're going to have to be a lot more aggressive than they were last game. Though they are playing defense on payload this time, so maybe it'll work better in their favor.
Thanks, Age Biscuit. He says it's pinned in ECFL General, so that's where we'll find Polly's predictions. Again, we don't know exactly what Polly based his predictions off. It could have been, you know, just foresight. It could have been science. It could have been his pet monkey telling him what to do. We're not sure. Maybe he'll let us in one day on his secrets of his predictions. But again, I don't think he has seen the Humans play, and neither have we, so who knows?
All right. Well, I think I just found
Take your defensive positions.
this bracket. And between Sovereign Nation and the Humans, the prediction is Sovereign Nation.
Apparently, he also had Sovereign Nations coming out in their last match, though, which they lost. So that is an incorrect prediction there for Polly.
Yeah, I could see how that he would have made that prediction on the last game. That could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way. I totally agree.
This one, I do think that he might be correct.
Match
He is
starting
probably correct.
10, 9, 8, 7.
All right, we have
6,
Sovereign Nations here
5,
on
4,
defense.
3.
The Humans attacking, trying to push that payload all the way down to the end of this
Stop the
long,
payload.
straight room.
Payload mobilized.
See how they'll approach this attack here.
Oh, they are boosting out. They
sent
only boost 2 out.
Boost out. Trying to get that pick. So far, oh, they managed to kill Dazzy, and that is the pick they are looking for. They get another one on Jock, and they will have an easy time pushing this payload out, as it's now a 4v2. Voodoo takes out Human to
Oh
make things a
my.
little more even, but again, Voodoo goes down, and those respawns are going to take a long time to get back on the defense. So the attacking team having an easy time so far.
Delivery accelerated.
Great push from the Humans.
Oh, I was not expecting this. Flux is doing really well, staying on that payload.
Yeah, they're all stacked up on there, pushing it even faster, and they get that first point fast.
All right, Sovereign Nation staying way far in the back. They're not letting their teammates move up. They should have boosted in and got up there in the tunnel. That's really where they need to hold.
We have Human here on the left flank, trying to get some damage in. Staying behind cover. Doesn't want to die, but oh, they're pushing up on him. He pops the shield, but he goes down. Interesting placement there of the shield. We don't really see that very often.
T ready to drop in. And is he? Oh, that sure is a shame.
Now, as this fight has been breaking out, the payload has still been moving, and now it's already outside the tunnel. So not too bad a position for the Humans to be in, although they did lose that fight. They're gonna have to reset now.
They really need to push in right here. They need to take the advantage of the tunnel and not let the enemies get to the payload.
Seems like Sovereign Nation chilling back now, trying to hold on to the room with the meteors. Splash. The Humans slowly taking the ground up.
They're way back there. I don't know if that's really the best tactic. I mean, right now it's burning time, yeah, but that's way back there.
Both teams are at a stalemate now. No one on the payload, just chilling in the corners.
Here they
Again,
all
very
come,
slow
popping
combat
heals.
here. Finally, fight
2
breaks
heals
out.
on the go. Is that 3 heals? 3 heals. Yep, that's where it
He just
matters.
got that payload. Oh, no one grabbed on. And it just went in while the fight was still happening. They needed to grab that payload and stopped it.
Payload mobilized.
The Humans looking pretty strong so far on attack.
Delivery accelerated.
What do you think Sovereign Nation has to do here to regroup and defend this?
Oh, they really need to be aggressive. They're playing way too far in the back. Having one guy back there is good, but they're just way back there. They could have this if they would push up. I think that they have enough aggressive and plays and damage, but together they're staying too far back. And now they have an enemy behind them. Jonas
Nice
getting
get
back
there by Jonas. Takes out a couple.
Payload returning.
Finally, the defense starting to show for Sovereign Nation.
Are you okay?
That's going to be a big stagger here. It looks like a hardware issue from G93.
my.
Not sure why he wasn't fighting back there. Hopefully he'll be able to figure that out soon, because that could be a big deal. Looks like they have 3. Wondering on where G93 is. Is he going to be able to get back? Okay, it seems like he is back with his team. And they will be a full stack for the next push.
Jock
Straight to
planting
the
a
payload.
mine. Did they get the mine? No, they didn't.
Oh, they're
and
able to
the
take out
stun.
Jock. The mine does go off, but no follow-up damage. And the payload moves on.
Delivery accelerated.
T moving in, being aggressive. Real aggressive.
Gets the kill with the Nova. They got to keep that aggression going if they want to win. Take it to their spawns.
Oh, 3 minutes
Get those
left.
kills.
3 minutes left. This is going to be close. Oh, and they were able to get the payload.
So a last-minute stabilization there from Sovereign Nation.
They know they need to group up. They know they need to group up. I've never seen human group up this much.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're babysitting that payload now, keeping 3 back on it.
Are they going to boost right into it, or are they going to stop in the back? Looks like they're stopping right here in the corner.
Some stuns go off there in the background as the
That was-
fight breaks out.
They made it pass, which was a good play.
Mobilized.
That's exactly
Yep,
what
they
you
did.
need
They
to
were
do
able
on
to
a
clear
hill.
them out. Another stun comes in. That's gonna stun
Wow.
all of them.
T's
Oh
left.
boy. And T has to run away
Respawn
now.
time,
He's trying to
respawn.
win a fight, but the respawns are coming through. They will be able to clear him up, and oh man, a great hold by Sovereign Nation with the stuns. The humans grouping up again for another attack. The stuns set up on the hill.
Here they go, pushing in,
A
making
boost
a push
comes
pass. Yep. Spreading
Stun
them
goes
out.
off though.
All right, so blue's
how
really
Sovereign
spread
Nation
out now.
handles
They're
this.
giving up the hill. They've completely given up the hill at this point.
Payload mobilized. Payload contested.
Oh my. This might be the last push. This is what we're looking for.
Yep. Again, they're running that double threat. Is that triple threat scanner they're running? I'm not exactly sure what's coming through from Sovereign Nation here. But if they just had the detonator to throw at the point, they could get that massive damage. But it seems like they're missing that.
Payload returning. Payload mobilized.
Oh my. That was close. He's not going to get it, is he? They have 2v1. It's going to be real close. Can he grab on? Can Voodoo contest it just a little longer? Got to get Jock in there. Oh, nope.
This is an all-out brawl on the point here.
It
Whoever
is.
wins
It's
this
pretty
out can
close.
push it. But the
Oh.
Chain Stun comes in, and Jonas is able to clean up.
T's coming in
Great
high.
hold.
Payload contested.
They have to hang on to the point. If they let go, it's GG's, and T gets cleaned up too. 44 seconds. They're gonna
Trailing
have
in.
maybe 1 or 2
Trailing
more
in.
pushes.
This is it. This might be it.
They just have to go all out here and just rush that point and win the fight. Because if they can clear off whoever is stalling it and just get a hand on it, they can win.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh my.
Pushing left. All right, sir.
Alright, they seem to take a slower approach. D manages to get a pick on Dazzy. They have to capitalize now. Oh, the stun goes off.
Jonas trying to hold it off. He's the last one.
9.
10 seconds left. We already got respawns coming in. Is it going to help? Yes. It's going to be a real close
They
game.
managed to clear it. It's just Human left holding on for his life. He gets taken out. And the hold comes in from Sovereign Nation. Fantastic defense on this point 3 here on Vision.
Wow. I don't know what to say about that. It's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm shocked. That was incredible defense there.
All right, well, we got some time here. We're going to take a look at our sponsors.
Take your defensive positions.
Alright, so now Sovereign Nation has a chance to attack. And if they can push the payload all the way, they will win this map. What do the humans have to do here on defense?
Well, the humans are going to have to, really, really, really push for that time. I mean, this is something you really want to hold them in spawn. You don't want to give them any opportunity. Now, the best thing is to really let that payload get out in the open into the main area and cut it off at the first checkpoint. Because if you can prevent it from moving all the way in, then you can actually hold it there out in the open. Because right now it works as a shield. It's a great shield.
Seems like the Sovereign Nation is sending all 4 out for the push. They actually get a pick. That's exactly what they were looking for. And they should have an easy time pushing this point as long as they capitalize on these quick respawns.
And that was a good play.
Yep, great aggression there from Sovereign Nation. I think we do need to switch the overlays between the teams because they switch sides though.
Good point.
Voodoo being aggressive here with the Nova. As Dazzy picks up a couple of kills.
Payload mobilized.
And another. Again, that's Nova's taking up all the space they need as the payload just keeps moving forwards. Sometimes you don't actually have to hit the shots as long as you can scare them off.
Delivery accelerated.
A nice grab here onto the respawn.
Checkpoint.
And that reinforcement gets taken out, and the payload moves in. A bunch of trading early here on this point E.
Payload mobilized.
A lot of damage coming in from the meteor too.
Yes, this is a great spot to be. Pushing up, really keeping the defensive team from being able to set up before they can get together. And they're already trailing in. And I mean, it's expected on this point. You know, you don't really need to group up. There's not a huge advantage of boosting because this is a defensive area. But yeah, you got to be careful about how split everybody runs. And right here, Voodoo's just trailing up the back, bringing the payload up. He's
Yeah.
not even shooting.
Delivery
Chilling on it.
Oh, he pushes up.
Alone,
He makes a
dagger
good
comes
play.
in. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do much.
Check point.
And a great push so far from Sovereign Nation. Really fast time.
That's got 5 minutes to push it up the hill.
Yep,
I
they're
don't.
taking up this space, being really aggressive. Get a bunch of kills with one death. Not too bad though, that's really good for them. They'll get a lot of space from that. Again, they have 5 minutes
Payload
to just push it
mobilized.
past that point that the humans got to.
Oh,
That's all they have to go.
T with the flank.
That payload's still moving forwards.
They stopped off.
humans
They jumped off. They're leaving. it
Finally
out in the
pushing.
open.
Yeah.
Payload returning.
T's baiting him around, kiting him from side to side.
Payload mobilized.
Oh boy. They can get really punished here. 4 people pushing forwards. Punishing the aggression.
G93 over top.
A nice play by Sovereign Nation to group up and finish those kills.
Delivery accelerated.
And they pick up another too. The humans are just kind of staggering in now. They don't want to do that. They have to group up as a team. And this is where they need to stop them, at the top of the hill, because if they don't stop them here, they're not going to have another chance. Human goes down, Flux goes down, Jock goes down, T goes down, Dazzy goes down. A lot of deaths, but the payload is still moving until the stun comes in. These stuns coming in huge this game, and the payload has stopped.
Jonas needs to heal up. There's no boost coming in. He has time to heal. No boost. There. Healed up in time. They revealed themselves with that threat scanner. You know, it reveals where the enemies are, but also revealed where they're coming from.
Again, Sovereign Nation is not out of this yet. They have plenty of time. They need to move in slowly like they're doing. Get the picks. They got a couple. Now's the time. Get on the
Grab that
payload.
payload.
Move that payload.
They group up.
Delivery
Alright,
accelerated.
Voodoo's
They need to
pushing
finish the
up,
map.
dealing the damage.
Delivery accelerated. Delivery accelerated. Payload contested.
A brawl comes out on the payload,
Cleared.
and it looks like the humans are able to hold on.
Payload returning.
So far, a great third-point defense from both teams. It's been really close so far. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, though, so plenty of time for Sovereign Nation to get things together here. They rush at the point,
Payload
trying to capture the hill, push him back. They hop. Oh, they send 2 onto the payload. They're a little split up, though. They might get punished for that.
It's going to be close. That's
They end
for
up getting
sure.
the picks, though.
This is it. This is the end right
This is
here.
it, guys. They need to get out of spawn and stop the payload. He's
No-
low health.
no
He knows
time.
He's gonna die.
round
that's it.
complete. Attack squad victory.
They're able to push it all the way.
Wow,
Sovereign
that,
Nation takes the first map.
that started that game though, and it was totally different than what you'd expect what the outcome was.
Oh yeah, that was super back and forth. It could have gone either way. But great play by Sovereign Nation to turn up the aggression in the end. That was definitely something we were missing from them last game.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, I expect the next map to be capture the point, but maybe they'll do another payload.
Yes, we've seen a couple of double payloads already. Interesting choices coming out from the Flamingo League teams.
Oh, well, this is interesting. Are we going to go to our sponsors?
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004. This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004. This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.
All right, we're back.
What's up, guys? Super Dope here with Traz.
Blue squad.
We have our second map about to begin, and it looks like it will be Dyson. Capture point map this time, switching things up. We'll get our overlays ready.
Capture the point.
As the match starts off, we have one team going through the tunnels, the other team rushing from the open side. Jock gets a kill and goes down, Human as well. Jonas gets a pick on Flux and Voodoo on G93. And it looks like Sovereign Nation wins out the first fight here. We have the Humans boosting out from backpad onto the point.
Point.
Looks like
Unlocking in.
a couple of members of Sovereign Nation are setting up a flank here,
2.
all the way out in the open. Seems like they are unnoticed so far. As soon as the point opens, they go in with the Novas. Manage to get a kill, a couple of kills, but still, the fight is going on point. A nice meteor shot. And a one-on-one. And finally, Jonas takes out Flux, and Sovereign Nation gets the first cap.
Captured.
All right, he's going to prepare for the boost. He's moving up to the front. Good meteor
So now we
shots.
have Sovereign Nation holding from the inside of the point. Again, they have some members spread out though, doing some interesting flanking angles here. Oh, meteor damage takes out Jonas. And we have Humans now setting up on the arch. The arch is a really strong place to be, especially if you're trying to attack with a meteor. You get all that splash damage down onto the deck, which they do. And the defense comes in though, looking strong from Sovereign Nation as they hold the point 50-0.
Point contested.
Voodoo chases
Point.
member of Humans off the point. Didn't exactly see who that was.
This is the kind of play we need
We
to
have-
see last game. They're really being aggressive and holding that point.
We have a shield coming in here from Human with the Pulsar. Pulsar and shield is an interesting combo. It allows you to take up some angles that normally wouldn't be safe. Should do that shield.
Contested.
Oh, another
Another
shield.
shield coming up from G93.
Oh, my.
The shield meta is here for the Humans, and they almost capture the point, but the respawn's coming in. And now we have a 2v1. But again, those respawns from the team without the point come in so fast that they are able to equalize and flip the point in their favor. What do you think of the performance so far from Sovereign Nation here on defense on capture point? Pretty strong, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is really what we need to see last game that they played. They played so many payloads, and they weren't being aggressive. And it looks like they're trying to take that tactic right now to maybe get a pick, but now they're boosting in. This is where they need to go in together,
Yep.
but somebody's going around back.
Contested.
They start bringing that aggression on. They take out
Contested.
G93 behind the shield, but the defense is there. They get 3 picks and are able to hold on to the point. Oh, and stagger out Jock as he tries to retreat.
What are they going to do?
All right, now it's all up to Sovereign. Are they going to take it slow, or are they
They're
going to
gonna
go
group-
in aggressive?
They're going to group and boost. This is what they
They
need
group
to
up?
do. Yeah.
Seems like they're going to go on the aggressive.
Expect Dazzy to get a kill right here. Yeah.
They get a pick right away. They need to capitalize on this. Voodoo going into the tunnels there, but finds the pick.
Point captured.
And they find another and are able to capture the point. Great offensive push from Sovereign Nation. Very different than we saw from them last game, right?
Much different.
They get another quick pick there on G93, and it seems like the Humans are kind of staggering now, trying to fight outside the point here. They do get a pick on Jonas. If they can capitalize on this together, they may be able to flip the point, but they have to do it together. That is the key, and it seems like they are a little spread thin so far on this approach. There you go. They group up. They manage to take out Jock and Voodoo, flip the point. It's really close though, 97 to 80%. This next fight is going to determine who wins this map.
I think all four are going to group up. They all four do. That's what everybody's expecting. They know that's the only way to get it.
Yep, they were ready for them.
Wow.
Oh man, it's a massacre. They grab on, get a couple of
G93
picks.
with the double.
The 4v2, the 4v1, and that is it. First round goes to the humans.
3%. Only 3%.
So close. Wow, that really came down to the last push there. I think Sovereign Nation was just a little too linear. The humans were ready. They knew. It was so obvious. If they would have just switched it up, maybe something different would have happened. But again, time was ticking. It's the quickest way in. Totally understandable. GG's.
Prepare to capture the point.
Another tunnels approach here from the humans. Oh, human gets taken out early here. And they seem to be unnoticing each other. There they go. And G93 takes out Jonas, but gets taken down quickly by Voodoo. And it seems like Sovereign Nation has a good hold over the point so far.
T's
We
busted.
have one hanging
And
out in the
he's going
tunnels.
down.
Oh, he is caught out, and he goes down. That is not good for their team. They are going to be staggered out when the point unlocks.
Point unlocking in. 5, 4,
Flux and Human here going in the front door.
1.
Spending a little bit too much time in the tunnel, but it works out in their favor. They're able to take the points and capture.
Wow, an early cap there. It seemed like Sovereign Nation wasn't even going for the point. They were just kind of hanging back there. Had they been more aggressive, they had the man advantage. But they let the humans capture again. There's
With
the
the
aggression.
shield.
Oh, but the shield comes up from human. But to no avail, he gets taken down. Flux underneath the deck there, trapped, and gets taken down too. So a great aggression coming out from Sovereign Nation again.
Trying to be sneaky on top. Exposing themselves a little early.
But
Getting
then
the
again, you
pick.
can only be so sneaky with the pulsar.
Alright, with the flank, Jock and Jonas are getting pinched.
Point captured.
They managed to take the point though.
This is
Great picks.
pretty back
Slow
and
push
forth.
there. Yeah, 33 to 33. 32. Up, boosting it again. Sovereign Nation. Jock on the offensive here. Gets taken down from behind the shield. Flux trying to hold down the deck.
Why are they fighting on the
Fine, off your
outside?
shots.
They need to get in there.
Yeah, Sovereign Nation a little too passive on this offense. They need to commit and get on that point and put everyone there together. But now, Jonas there by himself, committing hard, trying to stall out the point. Don't know what he's doing, but the team is coming in. So a great stall. Oh, Voodoo goes down though.
Point contested.
Again, trades back and forth here.
Point contested.
Still unclear who's out on top. Dazzy by himself though, floating now, in trouble.
Contested.
He's getting help.
It's back to
Cruising
the
in
point.
now. Voodoo coming in to rescue him. Works out.
This
Let's
is
see
a
if they
great
get
stall
behind
for
the shield.
Sovereign Nation now.
Contested.
Behind the
They
shield.
need to clear Sovereign off the point.
Contested.
It's not going to happen. The respawns will come in time. And Sovereign Nation, with a ruthless attack here,
Captured.
managed to flip the point. This is a completely different Sovereign Nation we're seeing on this map, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. Let's see what T's going to do. I think that he's going around back. He went a very different approach, but now he's going over top, creeping up with his teammates. Doesn't matter if you're over top or not. Now he's back where he originally started.
Point contested.
Oh, a long flank there. But they do manage to get a couple of picks. There's a third.
Contested.
And now Voodoo's just trying to stall things out. And finally goes down.
All right, heals popped a little late. They have all four friendlies alive. They really didn't need to pop that heal. That was kind of a waste.
Now, Sovereign Nation does have time to turn this back. They need to be really careful on this approach, not overextend, make sure they attack together. It looks like they are splitting up, though. Let's see what they decide to do here. They have a boost coming in from the hill as another duo attacks from the behind. Seems to be working. They collapse at the same moment. Get a couple of picks, but there is some trading going on.
They're
Team
low
goes
on
down.
health. Real low.
Point contested.
Sovereign Nation in a 2v1 scenario here. They chase one off the point. There's just one left.
Contested.
They really need to close here.
Oh,
They're not able to do it. This might be
yep,
the game,
Human
guys.
came back from spawn.
And this is the
Oh,
game.
they
They,
managed
don't
to
have
win.
enough time. They're boosting, they're going for it, and it's too late.
Round complete. Orange squad.
Wow, great play by the Humans. Our first time seeing them, and they are came out really strong. They did a good job. It could have gone either way again. Some tough games today for Sovereign Nation. But the Humans prevail.
If you look at that objective time, I think that tells a big story. You know, Flex was doing a really good job of staying on the payload before. Here he is again, being on the objective most of the time.
Looks
Alright.
like we're gonna go to map 3, boys
We're going to
It's
cut to our
1-1.
sponsors and
and girls.
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory.
And we're back for our third and final map of this matchup. It's been incredible so far. Back and forth. Anyone can take it. Looks like we're going to Surge. Another payload map. It's Surge. Surge is a very... How should I put it? It's a very delicate map between everyone. There's a lot of arguments going around about Surge. Some say it's too defensive heavy. Others say it's just because the meteor is too strong. But there is definitely a lot of conversations going on about this map at the moment.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Looks like there will be a lot of meteor play going down here.
The payload. Payload
Nothing out of the ordinary, of course. We have 3 meteors and a comet coming out of Sovereign Nation.
Delivery accelerated.
And we'll see how the humans are going to deal with that. Right off the bat, a lot of oppressive splash, stopping the humans. They throw up a shield, and managed to get a kill. The shield is not known to be a great counter to the meteor.
They're making it work for him. That was a good mine destruction he had going on there. T's paying a lot of attention to what the enemies are doing. He's trying to sneak around them. He's trying to grab on.
Payload returning.
He is
And
doing,
they're getting their picks.
Payload
yeah, he's doing most of the damage there.
Great
Wow.
play by the humans. And the payload moves on.
Delivery
This is
accelerated.
not looking good for Sovereign Nation from the start. If they're able to stop it right here, this would be great. Then they can take the advantage and move back up rather than letting them have the payload. Because the payload works as a good shield. G93 is using it to his advantage, making sure that he's able to push it up as far as he can before he abandons.
Yep, they're using every inch very carefully here. Shuffling on and off the payload, getting the picks. Looking like a very strong push so far from the humans. Payload underneath there, chipping away,
Payload mobilized.
and they managed to wipe the team. And the payload will they get the first point right here?
I think
It
so.
may go all the way.
With the shield, I
We
would
have
say
one
so.
coming in desperately trying to stop things, but he cannot get there in time. Now he's kind of staggered there by himself. He will get killed, or should get killed. Oh, he manages to kill a human though. That's a really big pick and will slow down the offense. As long as Sovereign Nation can capitalize on that, but Dazzy goes down.
Voodoo realizing that he was in a bad spot in case they used a threat scan, and they did use that threat scan.
Threat scans go off. They both know where each other are. There is nowhere to hide. Human in a dangerous position there.
Delivery accelerated.
Barely avoiding the meteor splash. Takes one. Oh, and goes down. Flux there, having to leave the payload after the meteor splash comes in. G93 inverted, trying to do some chip damage with the pulsar there, but he has no team to follow up with. And he will have to kind of lay low until the next push.
Payload returning.
Oh, T on the right side doing his flank thing, gets a pick and gets taken out. But he does create an opening for the human to push forwards and take up that ground. What do you think of the attack so far from the humans?
I'm really surprised. They did a good job pushing up in there. It looks like now they're leaving the payload. They're letting the teammate in the back grab this payload. They have two teammates on the payload, but there's only two of them alive. Sovereign Nation really needs to push up right here, make sure the payload does not make it over the hill.
Oh, that is not good for the humans as they get cleaned out
Payload
right
returning.
at the choke point here at the tip of the hill. This is going to be tough for the humans to break out of. This is a really strong place for Sovereign Nation to hold the payload. We'll see how they hold this.
Jock trying to go for some splash or early shots. He's peeking. He doesn't even need to stick his head out right here. He should just be sticking his hand over.
That tunnel is not a safe place for the humans to push through. There's a lot of meteor damage coming through. They need to find a better way. Seems like they're still committed to the path though, as what the human though goes around the front side. There they go, they rotate. But that meteor damage so oppressive.
They're chasing him down. Sorry, G.
Payload returning.
G93 does not want to be staggered here. He wants to get back to his team.
G93
And he will
survives.
manage to do that somehow.
Payload mobilized.
I think Sovereign could have been a little more aggressive on that.
Yeah,
Get
that,
the stagger.
Payload returning. Payload
Again, that payload is pretty much stopped right now. They keep sending one on it, but then they have to leave once the meteor damage comes through.
I don't know if they noticed the Voodoo's here.
Payload
Yep,
returning.
Voodoo just chilling here on the roof with the meteor. No one's even coming for him. They need to put pressure on those meteors because they're getting a lot of value. The boost comes in from the humans right up the middle, slams it dead. They need to get a pick. They are looking for it. They find it. That's one.
Oh, great heals. But it's not going to be enough, it looks like.
Payload mobilized.
The humans fighting for every kill, and they do clean up a few here. There's some resistance back on the payload, but they clean up Voodoo. Finally, the payload starts moving, but there's only 7 seconds. Will the respawns come in time? This is going to be an intense overtime. They're boosting towards the point. Again, still no contestant just yet. Oh, Flux takes down Jonas. The payload's still moving. If they leave the payload, it is over. They need to stay on the payload. And Sovereign Nation needs to contest this payload and get the picks on the payload. But still, Flux holding up for his life. Oh, Flux goes down though. And Human goes down.
Sovereign Nation.
And overtime ticking down. And Sovereign Nation holds it out. Wow. Great defense there in the end, coming through and wiping the humans. All right, now Sovereign Nation will have a chance to push. What do you think the humans have to do now? Do you think the humans have the defense in them to hold them? It's again halfway, three quarters, almost all the way through the second point.
I don't know.
It's definitely possible.
It's definitely possible. It's going to be a close game for sure.
This has definitely been a exciting game to watch so far. It's actually the first game that went to map 3 that I've casted so far. All the other games have been 2-0 games, except for the ones I've played in, which have both gone to map 3.
Match starting in.
So we will see
9,
map
8,
3,
7, 6,
round
5,
2,
4, 3,
starting in 3
2,
seconds.
1. Payload return. Payload.
Let's see how Sovereign Nation.
Dazzy messing up on the grab there. Voodoo and Dazzy not getting it together in the right time. But it's okay. Looks like they're going to get a wipe here. We've got most of the enemies out. One more left.
Payload mobilized.
They said don't worry about it.
Holding his own there with the shield. Finally gets taken down.
Jock falling back here with Jonas, making sure they can move the payload as far as they can before the other team respawns and makes it back.
Having 2 people on the payload will make it travel a little bit faster.
Delivery accelerated.
A lot of meteor cover fire coming in. Suppressive fire. Just trying to take up all that space they can before the attack, before the defense comes in. Oh man, looked like that meteor connected, but I did not see the damage go down. Perhaps it was healed up, or some other thing went down. But eventually he falls. And Sovereign Nation gets that first point also pretty quickly.
3 minutes and 42 seconds left. That's pretty good. You know, it isn't as fast as it possibly could have been, but it was really fast for this first checkpoint. This is usually the first checkpoint and the third checkpoint are usually where you can get held up on. The second one can be pretty quick. You either have it or you don't.
Let's see if Sovereign Nation has this. They were able to hold the humans right here. Again, it's all about if they can stop them right now. There's a lot of distance between that choke point at the top and the bottom of the hill where the payload starts off. So if they can make the most of that distance, that's going to be the key to them getting the defensive hold here. And they get the first wipe on defense. Now's the time for them to push forwards and try and hold. We have Sovereign Nation stacking up. Looks like they get stunned at the top of the hill though. Oh man.
You always got to look up here. It's really surprising that they let G93 take them out from up there.
Payload returning.
But one of their teammates made it to the back. They don't even realize he's there.
Yeah, they don't notice him. Let's see how they capitalize on this.
They're going for the wire.
Right into the stun again. And nothing from behind. Finally, Voodoo reveals himself. Manages to take down a kill.
He's going to get another one.
He may get another here. They are honing in on him.
Payload returning.
But he's taking a lot of attention away, though. He may give his team the opening they need to push up. Again, they're sending 3 people on him, and they still haven't killed him yet. Voodoo finally goes down, but Dazzy's there to pick up all the weak enemies. If they can just group up on this push, they can attack and win. Oh man, they managed to do it. They get the kills they need. There's just one person left. Is that G93 down there with the pulsar? Again, it looks like he's gonna get staggered out there, and the payload continues to move forwards.
Delivery accelerated.
Did they see T shoot by? I don't know if they did. T coming in,
Payload mobilized.
going for the
Gotta do
flank.
something quick. They're almost at the spot they need to be. Oh, T gets handled from behind. One more try. Oh, but he's not able to contest the payload. And that's it.
Attack squad victory.
Sovereign Nation able to pull out the victory in the end. GG's.
Wow, that was a quick game. Only 3 seconds on
Yeah,
payload
fast
for
map.
Voodoo.
So a very impressive comeback from Sovereign Nation after losing that last map. That game could have gone either way though. Both sides putting up really impressive performances.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed, though it turned out how we pretty much thought it would. But I was definitely wasn't expecting that second map to go the way it did.
Yeah, that was a really close one, and I'm happy we got to see a map 3. That was really exciting.
Yeah, I would like to see all the matches go to map 3.
Right? Wouldn't that be a treat? Well, it seems like a lot of teams are improving. Again, that was the second time we saw Sovereign Nation, and already they showed major improvements from that first match they lost earlier today. So if every team improves at this rate, we're going to see a lot of game 3s. So that's really, really exciting. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. We do have another game coming up a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. And thanks again to our sponsors.
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.